Hello, monkey. So, we have this kinda roadmap until we have a milestone again. And some of the things I want to do, I want to form into something that looks kinda in the direction I want to go, instead of just doing something and then throwing it out. For instance, the cave interiors, I have no idea how I should do them, or how the main character should look like. Well, you have to start somewhere. I wonder, is art direction even the correct term for this? Normally you have an art director that directs a team, right? I don't have a team. I'm directing myself. Oh, that's just a person, right? There is the art direction. I guess I have to find out what I want to communicate. Let's see. I just use this. If I go for this, I could add 64 into my game title. Would Nintendo come after me? Apparently they have. Ah, okay, never mind. Google's AI says that, but could be just dreaming, of course. Number 64 is not copyrighted. Is that true? How would I know? How would I find that out? Apparently not, but I'm not sure if I myself am convinced by the similarities to Nintendo 64. If I go for a retro style graphics, I never think of Nintendo 64 itself, but more like PlayStation 1 era. If I add 64, it might push it over there. And if I used 2 power of 6, now that is like a mouthful to say. Like, I don't know, blah blah 64 or blah blah like this dot x. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, it would be nice that this is something important. I would like to reflect it in the name, but maybe we can't. We have to see. Maybe I could lean into it. Maybe the graphics should look very, very polygony. I mean, my environment is pretty polygony right now. Also, if I lean into this, I have to reflect this in the game. I mean, it is already important for the environment itself, like hexagons. I have 6 elements, 6 colors. And other things are also number 6. Then again, it's not 64, as I cannot... Yeah, it would be in the... Let's be in the realm of colors, for instance. RGB would be like 3, 100, 010, and 001, and then CMY would be 011, 101 and 110. So I don't know, that's not 64. It would be 8. If it is 8, we are missing 2 colors, which are white and black, I guess. This is one of the more important things for the aesthetics. Which means we have to see the other islands from afar. How far apart are islands? What would a hexagon tree look like? Anything there? There's a logo. Very abstract things. I would like to see like some 3D model or something. Someone played around with it. Oh, that's a funny one. There's one 3D model of a tree depicted as a solar farm kind of thing. Is this a real thing or is this just a pitchfork? Wait, no, is this a pitch or is this just statics? 3D model solar energy tree hexagon cells VR AR low poly. So it is an asset. Interesting. Maybe I should go with this. I don't know how I would do this, but maybe having a leading motif, hexagons all over the place. Hello, baby. Oh boy. Where's the tree thing forming a tree? Here, this thing. Islands are connected. I'm not sure if it's a light or something. I mean, I made some kind of crystal already, just white, but it should not be white. It should be white and black or something. How am I doing? I'm not sure. I made my food and I forgot to add an ingredient, so it tasted very, very bland. I was looking forward to it and I just forgot to add lemon juice. Now I'm sad monkey. How about you? I write some kind of name for this? There we go. How would I even do this cloud? Does it even move where it is? Maybe the tree is trying to harvest these things, growing towards these. So since I have these things, where I have like a, how to describe it? I say unaware simulation, but the game is as is. How to say? It is a game within the game as a setting, or some kind of digital artifact or whatever. The game itself knows that its world is digital. Maybe it doesn't know, but you as a player know. Instead of representing a fantasy world where you know it's just fantasy, but it's more like this world is digital as a setting. Very hard to explain what I mean. Since I have this, I said this a lot of times, I tend to lean more towards having everything low poly, so you can see it as something digital. Although it is like a fantasy world with floating islands and so on, but the things are themselves digital. So it is important, probably, let's put these things down here for decisions. Say low poly. I'm not sure what else I can gather from here. I mean, I don't know how a cave should look like. I'm sure I want to use hexagons. How about colors and so on? I know that I want to go with RGB and CMY as the elements and their corresponding thing. Could even do this here just to have it. Although I wish to have them different order. It is always RGB, but in my game it's more like RBG, whatever. These have their own thing. Maybe because I want to have it clockwise. If I ordered these into shape, the weaknesses would go like this. I believe fire beats water, water beats earth, earth beats fire. In a more, how to say, weaker way. Because they themselves have opposites. Iron. Magenta. Oops. And yellow. Going this way. But fire beats air. Air beats earth. Earth beats lightning. Lightning beats water. Water beats crystal. Fire beats air. Air beats earth. Earth beats lightning. Water crystal. this. Right? Very interesting relations. Also important, of course, for our art direction, the opposites. Maybe that is more important to show than the other things. No, we cannot just use this, of course. My background is black and I want to show black. I can't. Well, RGB is white. DMY is black. And we have to think here. One is additive, one is subtractive. So they are also in different systems. I'm not sure if that's relevant. So how would I design an environment on a color that represents an element? Maybe it is not a question we have to answer right now. I'm sure I will do this in the future too. But we should keep this question in mind. Why am I writing like this? Maybe even the textures change depending on this. But we would need, like, I don't know, some objects in the environment, I guess, in a hexagon motivated way. Anything else? My characters could be low poly, but I have no idea what kind of look they would have. If I go low poly, retro graphics, I always think of those kind of games, mainly Mega Man Legends. But should I go that way? There are all other games too, low poly. Even modern games have different low poly styles. Would go for, which would also affect the way my shaders should look like for materials. Everywhere is some kind of advertisement. It's so annoying. Images are also why is it so hard to copy an image nowadays? So annoying. I don't even have good images, like, come on, man. Do I need to play the game itself to make my own screenshots? It's like so ridiculous. Well, there's this style here. See this? Where every single bone is its own geometry. They're like sticked into each other. You can't see the limbs not being connected or like as geometry. That right? Hello, scene. What the hell is that? Game even glitched out. My question is, should I go with something like this? You can see it more clearly here. I guess since the colors are pretty similar, you don't see it that much as in The Legend of the Dragoon, but clearly can see it, that they are not connected. And these are called non-skinned meshes? Or non-skinned characters? Why are they called like that? You made it up! God damn it! Yes. Should I go for something like this? Obviously without these glitches. Yes, exactly. Segmented. You think? I wonder how that would look like. I right now turned that off because I always had many artifacts that I didn't want, like ghostings everywhere. I turned it off. Would be nice to have it back, but I really dislike the ghostings. I think when did I fix it? I don't remember. Quite a while. But the temporal was it TTA? TAA? I turned that off with Lumen. I see that. It was TAA as default. I turned it off. But yes, pixelation is also a thing that needs to be in the game. The lumen is probably out of the picture, but we will see. I never experimented with the looks yet. Give me something good so I can take a screenshot. Can you see it here? It is hard to... I mean, you can see it, but in motion it's more visible. Did the old Tomb Raider also not work with this? Let's see. Oh my god, guys, please. Or maybe. Yeah. Correct. Look at that glory. Everything's warping and you can see how everything's wobbling here. Background fades into nothing. What a shot. I wanted to see her from the front, not her boobs. God damn it. As the side profile should do. So do I want to go with this though? I'm just collecting. Look for more low poly things. Wait, if you say low poly, the lowest poly you can get, probably Minecraft, no? Is there any game that is more low poly than Minecraft? Without getting too abstract? I mean, Minecraft gets away with it by having building blocks you can just stick to each other, but I'm talking about characters maybe, like a sheep and so on. Elite. I mean, yes, You have one ship and some planet in the distance. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII has some very low poly characters. Why am I looking for retro games? Well, I'm not sure. I did write that down. Just because I like it, probably. But I also in that... not conversation... What is it called? Trail of thought? Train of thought? Whatever of thought. I was thinking about modern low poly games too. I'm not sure. Like, I wouldn't be sure if I want something like this. It looks so good that it loses its digitalness, you know? In my opinion. What is this? What game is this? Morphite. Seven years ago. Do I want something like this? There's no textures. Send me per private message. What's the name of the game? Wait, wasn't this somewhere? Ah, this is a newer game, no? I saw it from Video Game Donkey once. He was praising it a lot. This looks good, but I'm not sure if I can make this happen with my art skills. A very cute game. Looks fun too. It's not about comparing, like I cannot imitate this kind of look. I cannot go, I mean, this is low poly, but it is higher poly for my skill set. Although I never tried a little more polys, of course, but I don't know. So many details. What's the terrain? How do you even come up with something like this? Cute. Ah, figures. Yes, I can see that. So much wobble. It does the same thing like the Legend of Dragoon, but it has less textures, I guess. Right? I have the Legend of Dragoon here. Yeah. Why is it more pixelated? Is this on an emulator? Like, why is it so pixelated here? But this one has like 0 pixels. What this? There we go. Speaking of PC port, that reminds me of Grandia. I played the PC port. Second game, that is. I never played the first one. Although I played, I never finished it. Played like that. How many pixels? The fuck is this, man? Or you did? I love Grandia too. The enemies, like the end bosses. Holy shit. There's a remaster? Holy shit, maybe I should stream this. Cute. Look at them. Oh god, I can't even remember this. Look, oh my god. Wasn't there a part where you were fighting against lungs? Oh god. A cutscene? And I forgot this game. Wait, this is in the early parts of the game. Holy shit. Why? There you go. Look at this. What the fuck is this? I really would like to have these kind of monsters in the second phase of my game. But that's in the far future. I'm talking about like the second part of the game, not as in game 2, like the chapter 2 of the game. Yeah, this is like the remake. Not sure. Looks good. It still looks digital now. You know it is a game. Very anime style though. Will my game be anime style? I mean, I always had Mega Man Legends 2 in my head, so that would be very anime. I wonder. Damn man, now I want to play this game. I guess in the end I have to play around with different styles and then pick the one that just strikes. Or how to say... that leaves an impression on me. The most important question I didn't answer is how I would do the caves. Maybe I need to understand why I cannot answer it right now. I guess when I do this, I need to make some concepts. I also don't know what kind of look go, not only for the graphics, but also like, what are they wearing even? Are they religious? Or, you know, I have no idea. Maybe I shouldn't take too much care of it. Maybe I should just go with something that represents a character and then... But that I already have, like a dummy, and I don't want to look at a dummy anymore. Oh my god. I know how the environment on the islands will look like, but not the caves. Maybe go into a kind of brainstorming diagram here again. Caves. What did I call these orblings that give you a new attack? trial orb links. What does the key look like? How does my exit look like? I mean, if I look here, I made something like a teleporter. And the idea is that when you touch it, you become some kind of orb yourself or something and then just fly up to the next island. How would you activate this thing? Don't even know if it will look like this in the end. There's the crystal. The core. Let's think like this. You will be not the only one on the islands, probably. Like, you will not see them, but story-wise, you're not the only one going up the island. Hopefully. So how does someone else use this while you still need a key to use it? Maybe I can combine that thing where the characters has some kind of object that represents you and the power to wield these orblings. Maybe the key is just augmenting that thing and it's just a part of it then. I don't know, some kind of thing you put into that thing. I guess. If it's some kind of light, why would it be on the floor? Would I need some kind of... I don't know. Pedestrial? I just googled that word, by the way. Left my mind. Did I even say it correctly? Pedestrial. And what are the guys who walk on the street? Pedestrian. Pedestrial and pedestrian. Damn. Why are they so similar? Listen and repeat. Hmm. I'm pretty anchored to Jade Cocoon 2 on this, but I think that's fine. Now the question is, depending on the site we are in and entering a cave, does the cave represent what element we are in? Can a cave have multiple exits? Like, can I enter a cave and then go downstairs or something and then come out on the other side? Damn. My head says that I would need an element variation of the cave and load that. And if I don't have many more, then maybe I need to change the way I load these things, but because every single cave is a map right now. And maybe this is not good. Maybe I just load a variation of that cave and then fill it with items depending on a data table. And an item could also be just a guy standing there wanting to talk to you. Maybe this is a to-do I should add at some point. Let's write it here. that would make it so that I don't have to create so many maps. But this is a major refactoring. Right now I would need to change a lot of things so this works. Okay, let's say we have a fire and a lightning cave. How would a fire cave look like? Do I just have some kind of energy that is red? Like a very dim red in the cracks of the wall? Or is that too general? If it's too general and I need details, then I would need to... Huh. Does it then very differ from the outside world? Maybe it doesn't matter that much. Maybe for this milestone it would be enough if I see that it is a rocky cave and some type of difference for that element, be it just a shader that pulsates that color, or some kind of plant that just grows differently each element. Yes. Okay, I guess we can go for that. Anything else I want to pin down? Maybe if I told you from this, I mean it's not a brainstorming thing, but I have some words here. Would you be able to picture some kind of image in your head? Without having mood boards, that is. That would be the next step. Also, you're of course anchored from my game already. You know how an hexagon looks like and so on. Like image in your head. Imagination. Not necessarily a mood board. Of the game. Of the environment, how it could look like. And if not, what would be something that is missing? Ah. Yes, yes, I see. I'm asking this just to make sure that I'm not biased, you know? But I guess you're also biased. I mean, it is very, very rough anyway. From what you just said, from the things I talked about. I'm like, if you're a new viewer and read this, can you imagine something? Like, can you see the islands? Can you see that there are elements, etc.? Flying orblings with some kind of light going into the sky, etc. I'm not asking that you have my vision. More like, do you have a game in mind, or is there some fundamental thing missing where you say, yeah, it makes no sense? Something is like, you're missing this word there. I'm sure there's something missing for someone to jump into some kind of imaginary in their head from zero. But it doesn't matter, I guess. The rough things are here. I guess I said retro graphics because this 64 thing. Maybe or maybe not. I mean, I was always fixated on retro graphics. Oh yes! Look! Exactly that was in my mind and I forgot it. Yes! The vibe or some kind... Yes! It is very... how to say... it's obvious to me that these sites look like that, but I never write it down. I guess I wanted to write it here, but I forgot it in the process. Let's write it down here. And I'm not sure about this one, but I will write it down anyway. This is like something I go for the ARP links. I'm not sure if I will repeat this for the environment too. Meaning the cute part, that is. I mean, I could do a very, very cute pumpkin on the dark side, but I don't think an environment needs to be that way. How about this? I wouldn't know how to model something awesome as an environment. No sense in my head. So the sides, they need to be following the elements, but also talking about light side and dark side, they need to also have these themes into them. So if I'm on the dark side, it should feel with less light, you know. The contrasting sky below us being very bright. Maybe I should write that down too. Very, very important aspect for me. Make that clear. Visually, that is. Sure, how I will make sure that it pops out. If we could see rays of light coming off from the sun, being covered by the environment but seeing the edge, that would be nice, of course. So would this be enough for me to tackle all of this? Island music and battle, it's not that important for the things we decided right now. Can go for something temporal anyway. We already have some kind of idea for the instruments, that is. Music loop issues, that doesn't matter. Start, blah blah blah. Caves. I guess I can now model a cave. I could have done that before, but now we decided that it should have some kind of resemblance of the element you are on right now, I guess. So we could go just for something simple right now with some kind of resemblance of the element. Doesn't need to be very strict here. The items and so on, I don't need the mood for that, I can just model something. VFX, SFX, well, we decided it is low poly, and I wish for a retro style. So we could look into some games and look how they did their VFX. And come up with some attack visual effects. And this is the problem here. Maybe I have to... I mean, I guess I don't have to do it of something final, but I want a face. Let's give our character a face. And then the rest is whatever. So the things we decided or wrote down is very surface level, but it is enough for my case right now, I would say. I think I will stop here. So baby, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye, monkey.